Hi, Internet. Welcome to PAX Unplugged 2019. Yet again, we're back in the media room. You can see the kind behind me. I've got a whole bunch of cool products here. You guys know these guys here, Elderwood Academy, but I'm here with Dan. We're going to talk a little bit more about, well, just state of the wood, I don't know, state of the Academy, or something like that. What's going on with Elderwood, what the new products are coming out, and you know, what kind of stuff you guys can do, and just a reminder about what the products are, where you can get them, and just how generally cool they are. So hi Dan.
Hey Ted, it's great. Do I hold?
You can hold.
All
sure.
right, cool. So I'm Dan. I work with Quentin at Elderwood Academy. Thank you for the intro, Ted. That was great. Just a reminder, all this stuff, we mostly sell this at either conventions like this one or at elderwoodacademy.com. So either way, or you can email us and ask, and then we'll chat with you about stuff. So you said I should just review the things.
Go
all right.
High level.
High-level stuff. So basically, we make different accessories for Dungeons & Dragons, which most of you probably know. So either things to hold dice, or hold miniatures, or both, or pens, or dice towers, cards, that kind of thing. So here are some of the variants of our Hex Chest product, which are just bespoke dice boxes. And so you can probably see some of these are branded to be like the Acquisitions Inc. brand, and some of them are non-specific, Celtic, whatever art. We do a fair amount of custom work, so then if you have custom art that you want, you can work with us, and that's actually something we've vastly improved the experience of that in the last year. It used to be that you would basically talk to myself or Quentin, and now we have a couple people who are officially full-time. If you want a specific design, you want someone to help walk you through, just get a sense of what it's going to cost and how is this going to work, what's going to look good, how is this going to be. We've got people, art directors, who are happy to just spend their time chatting with you, figuring that out with you. Other stuff, so we've got like deck boxes. This is the Centurion Deck Box. It's like a quick reminder. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Magnets are strong. Protect your cards. This is the version that has the insert for like miniatures, but you can also just put cards in there. And then the back pops off. This is like a dry erase. You've got more space for other stuff, other hidden goodies. These are our dice towers, which are still Codex dice towers. Still going on. This is Spellbooks. This is our second product, but kind of our first
I would call it the flagship.
Yeah, this is like our first flagship product. It's a book made out of wood, and you put stuff in it, and you can play games, and it looks like a thing that you would maybe find inside of a game, which is what we really liked about it. And then our newest product is the offspring of the full-size Spellbooks. That's the Spellbook Minis. So same idea. You've still got American hardwoods or exotic hardwoods, whatever, what have you, in a couple of different sizes. I'm going to need you to hold the mic.
Yeah, no, I know.
Magnets are too strong. I mean,
the good news is your stuff's not gonna fall out.
Yeah, the magnets are just strong enough.
Yep.
And so we have different interiors, so like an open interior, so you can put like dice or a miniature, and then use the inside as a rolling tray. Mm-hmm. These were just on Kickstarter, and so these are going out the door. I think this is an open one.
Yeah.
There you go. These are now we're sort of fulfilling all the holiday orders, and then starting in January, we'll probably be aiming to be finished with most of the production in the next 2 to 3 months, if things continue on pace. And the fun thing about these is that Spellbook Minis have really sparked. We get to redesign the art, we get to redesign the process, and so we think that these are probably I think we learn a little bit every time we do something. These are definitely our strongest product to date. I think both physically and just in terms of how much design has gone into them. I'm very pleased with them. And they're tiny and they do a thing and they're pretty, and you can get all these we've started doing all this multicolor printing on the covers, and getting, again, custom artwork is easier than it's ever been.
Yeah, let me snag this back from you. So, just as a point to, we talked about dual foil. You can see it here. This is green and gold. You guys can obviously, if you're thinking about doing maybe a custom piece of art and you want to get the set, right? You want to do a hex chest, you want to do a spell book, a codex, a scroll. Make sure you let you guys know that up front, because sometimes you may have a piece of art that's really, really cool and really big on the spell book, but it won't scale down or wrap well on the codex. So if you get that ahead of time, you can, once the plate is done and you pay to get your custom art done, the plate exists, so you can get that applied to whatever you want. I know, because I have my own custom art and I would love to get more stuff. So that's conversations we're going to have for the future. Clearly there was the mini hex chests, right, with this patented loop on here, the TED loop. I have to make sure I mention that in every video. But the important part is we also have the mini, now we have a set of minis, and I believe you guys are going to were you doing a foam insert to put these inside here?
There is. I don't know if we brought them with us,
okay.
But yeah, you can often yeah, often you can fit smaller versions of products into the larger versions of products. So yeah, I believe there is a foam just to fit the Hexchest Minis inside of the Spellbook Minis.
So I've been asking. Oh yeah, sorry, we better turn the clock around so people understand. But my question, I was hounding Quentin for this, but I'll bug you because I got you here. So what do we think the possibility of a mini codex to go? So you got the mini set, right? So a smaller version, maybe designed for the smaller dice that fit inside the Hexchest Mini, whatever that is. That's a 15 mil or 10 millimeter dice, whatever they are. Like that, yeah. So you can make a smaller one, so you can get like a tiny little set, and then if it worked in theory, you might be able to take your mini spellbook, your mini Hexchest inside it, and then your mini codex inside your regular spellbook, and you just have a carry case for everything.
Yeah. So can we Russian doll every single one of our products?
That's what I would say.
What we should really do is get a codex that fits inside of the current codex. Do codexes, and that's the best way to go. I'll be honest, Ted, I've never even remotely thought about that.
Well,
but
now I know my Leah's third front too.
Yeah.
Never went anywhere.
Yeah, there you go. I'll be honest, it's not on our list of things that we've been working on. But we'll consider it.
It just, you have a couple minis. Why not have the
small things? Yeah, it's an interesting idea. I don't know. I'd have to try to make one and see how much harder it is to make one.
There's some parts issues there.
When we made these, it was like we wanted to be able to fit oversized dice, and so we had that as the constraint. But yeah, if we're just building the mini dice, it shouldn't be much. And I saw, I think it's Master Monk or something. They basically made miniaturized versions of Wormwood's dice towers.
Yeah,
identical design, but just smaller. So yeah, there's a world in which we do that.
It could be, and then we talked about the leather strapping before, right?
Yeah.
Originally to hook this up, but then you could have like a tiny little version.
Totally, a tiny leather strap, maybe like a wrist strap or a necklace, something beautiful like this.
There you go.
It's always, what is it? It's always 5 to 7 or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's the perfect time.
I don't know. Quentin spent way too much time telling me about the design, about how he found the timing for the clock.
Oh, okay.
He was looking through this. It is what it is. It's a good time though.
That's pretty cute.
Custom art is a thing.
Sorry.
That's okay. Custom art is a thing. Never be afraid to suggest ideas to these guys, because sometimes you do, and they become reality.
The Ted Loop is a great example of that.
The amount of people I've seen that wear these as a necklace or have these on their keychain, or we go even smaller. Do the micro ones that I saw.
We do have a few micro ones, and I think we have some micro spellbooks coming up. I think what you should do, Ted, is definitely approach everybody who has one and tell them that that's your idea.
I do.
Okay, good. Okay, all right. Excellent. And then in terms of like future stuff, I can't talk too much about the Kickstarters we'll be doing next year. But like the next big thing we're probably going to be building over the winter is like a new booth. Mm-hmm. So if you come by, you can come check it out. We normally have a booth that's sort of Wizard Library is the theme.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I think we'll do shipwreck.
Interesting.
Palm trees and like sand and little tiki drinks and stuff like that. I don't know. We've got about 10 ideas. That's on the list. That's the one I'm pulling for.
You guys going to do, we talked a little bit about having you folks on social media. You're going to do polls to see if anybody... No, you guys are just doing it all in-house?
We'll just decide in-house.
Fair enough. Well, is there anything else you want people to know about Elderwood or your products or what's going on here at PAX?
Yeah, only one that I really should have mentioned up front, which is we're doing this experiment on Twitter. We have like Shelby's like our new PR person who's taking care of everything. She's come up with this, I thought, fun idea. If you send pictures of Elderwood stuff or stuff that's like related to D&D and do hashtag ElderwoodConSaves, the hashtag ElderwoodConSaves in whatever image you want, we will pick a winner once a week and send people free Elderwood gear. So that's our big thing.
All right. Thank you so much for the interview, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Links in the description for all the cool Elderwood stuff.